Well, black women, I wonder how many of you have to lose your lives at the hands of these kings before you realize the man that you're with is your biggest predator and most likely will take you out. So remember I told y'all, and I've said it once, I'm going to say it again, black men are taking black women's lives every few hours, every few seconds, every few days, and they're leaving your kids, they're leaving your babies to be orphans. Y'all notice none of these pro-black channels, none of these pro-black men or women talk about none of this? Why not? Why not? I want to know why. Afro Elite, Tariq Nasheed, all the rest of these channels. Estranged husband charged with you know what and deadly shooting of a mother of 5 in Chicago. I'm going to say it once and I'm going to say it again. I will say it a million times. Black males are leaving black women's children orphans. Not mine. It's your children. Let's go over a few horror stories. Fair use. Let's watch.
Details on this. A man accused of fatally shooting his wife and mother of 5. He appeared in court this afternoon. Eddie Jenkins was arrested on Monday and charged with murder in the death of Kiara Jenkins. Her body was found in an alley in Woodlawn back in January. She had recently moved out and told her sister she planned to file for divorce shortly before she was killed. Eddie Jenkins had previously been charged with domestic battery involving the victim, but charges were dismissed. Jenkins also faces charges of fleeing police and carrying a concealed firearm near a park.
So, history of domestic violence, and I'm like, black women, are you okay with getting hands and feet jumped on you? I have seen this so many times. I have seen black women get their ass beat. Next thing you know, she back in love again, back pregnant again, whooping on her ass, pregnant, not pregnant, you name it. And I'm at the point now that I'm just like numb. I've just gotten numb because I just don't understand. Here we go again. Suspect arrested in shooting a pregnant woman in Riverdale. Fair use. Let's watch this one.
That breaking news here tonight at 9. A man wanted for shooting a pregnant woman in Clayton County has now been caught. I'm Blair Miller.
And I'm Tracy Hutchins. Atlanta News First anchor Joe Gorcho is live in Atlanta tonight. So, Joe, we want to get to how they caught up with this suspect.
Well, Tracy, the details on that remain limited, but what we do know at this particular moment in time is that Atlanta police tracked Gerald Clark and captured him at an apartment complex here in Atlanta. But what we don't know in terms of specifics is where he was staying and when that arrest exactly took place. But this does end with the culmination of a nearly 2-week-long manhunt to bring Clark in. Now, Clark is accused of shooting his longtime girlfriend, who was also pregnant with his unborn child, back on June 20th on the 8000 block of Taylor Road in Riverdale. Now, the two also shared other children together, but at this point in time, we are not identifying the woman since she may be a victim of domestic violence. Riverdale police say she was shot in the neck. Her son told us just days into the search to find Clark that his mom is alive by the, quote, grace of God. Now, we did reach out to him tonight to see how it...
And don't worry, as soon as she dropped that baby, you know what she gonna do? Like most black women, she gonna go right back out, find another abusive bum, have a baby, and start the cycle all over again. She's lucky she got shot in the neck and she's not paralyzed, and I don't think too much damage happened, and she'll be okay and the baby will be okay, but she'll go right back out and she'll find another one. They always do. Now, this here really tripped me out. This here just don't make sense. 73-year-old man charged with unaliving and deadly shooting of a 42-year-old woman in Texas City. Fair use. Let's watch this one.
In jail after police say he shot and killed his younger girlfriend. It all unfolded yesterday afternoon at the couple's home in Texas City. And as Luke Jones reports, investigators say the suspect is not denying pulling the trigger.
A well-kept bungalow on a quiet Texas City street, wrapped in crime tape for the better part of Thursday afternoon. Inside, a nurse and mother of 2, dead from a gunshot wound. 42-year-old Angela Gray, seen here with her ex-husband and daughter. Police say it was...
Wait a minute, did he say nursing mother? Nursing mother. That means breastfeeding. Wow.
73-year-old Lee Sims, who ended her life. Multiple friends say the two had been dating, and that Gray had recently moved into Sims's home on Mallard Street. Records show Sims was licensed as a security guard until last year and has no criminal history in Texas. It makes the shooting all the more mystifying to friends and neighbors. Police say they were called to the house just before 3 o'clock. A woman on the phone with Gray had called police concerned after her friend began getting into it with Sims. She told police she'd heard heavy breathing and that Gray then stopped communicating. Investigators say surveillance video from the house shows two people walking into the garage. A door can be heard slamming shut, followed by 2 gunshots. One of those bullets shattering part of this storm door. When police got here, they say they found Sims with a gun concealed in his waistband. Investigators say he told a neighbor he shot Gray in self-defense.
So, 42-year-old woman with very young kids moved in with an old man. This is what my mammy always tell me. Never move a black man into your house and never move into his so you don't have these types of problems, huh? We see this way too often. 42 with a 73-year-old man. I wonder who's going to look after her kids. Oh, I guess her ex-husband will have to look after them. How many times have I told you? Not only are they taking black women's lives, they are leaving your babies orphans. Maybe some of these women don't care, because a lot of these black women, I think they're up under some kind of weird demonic spell. See, I realized early on when I was a little girl, my mammy used to point that out, and she would say, you know what? Keep away from them. A lot of these men are very dangerous. They do not like black women. They will use you. They will abuse you, jump on you, whoop your ass, cuss you out, drop babies off they're not going to take care of, and you might end up losing your life. So we see this way too often. But you got a lot of them. They'll say white men do it too. Yeah, we got men that are dangerous of all races, but we're talking about black women and black femicide. We're talking about black women that are usually with black males, marry them, have kids with them, move in with them, end up like this woman here on the screen, 73. So how much time you think he got left that they give him prison time? Not that long. He ain't got that long to be here. He will gladly go to jail and do that time just to get back at her. So, one more. Ex-boyfriend of London Thomas pleads guilty in the teens 2025 unaliving. And I did this one too. Fair use. Let's watch.
More breaking news, a sudden guilty plea from the ex-boyfriend of 17-year-old London Thomas. Jalen Pendergrass has pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in the teen's 2025 death.
And tonight, London's family tells us this plea brings both relief and heartbreak. They are grateful they will not have to relive the details of this case through a trial.
Yeah, it marks the latest chapter in a case that has spanned more than a year, from London's disappearance to the discovery of her body.
Oh, he's charged and his mother is too.
In Southfield to today's plea. Sentencing now set for July 31st. 7 News Detroit reporter Tierra Braddock spoke with London's father and grandmother and also heard from Pendergrass' attorney.
This has been an emotional day for the family of London Thomas. Her grandmother telling me that this guilty plea is one step closer to justice. And she says it's a moment she's been hoping for since her granddaughter's death.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I am so happy that my baby getting her justice.
Justina Martin is London Thomas's grandmother. Thomas was 17 years old when she went missing back in April of 2025. Thomas was last seen when she was dropped off at her ex-boyfriend's house in Inkster. Her body was found weeks later in the trunk of a parked car in Southfield.
No doubt in my heart it was him and his mother just as guilty as he is.
Thomas's ex-boyfriend Jalen Pendergrass and his mother Charla Pendergrass were arrested for Thomas's murder in May of 2025. On Thursday, Jalen pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. Thomas's father, Cedric Salisbury, says he was relieved when Jalen took the plea.
It's a long time coming. So blessed to be in this situation right now. Thankful, humble. I'm glad that he got what he deserved.
I spoke to Pendergrass's attorney, Adam Clements, and he explained why his client pleaded guilty.
And I'll stop it right there. So, son helped take out the girl and the mama helped with the body. So, like I said, black women love their sons. They will help cover up a death scene and spend the rest of their lives in the cell. That's my son. That's my son. Let me go back to the mother right quick. She is going to lose everything she owns because of her son. Black women love their sons, love their sons, love their sons. So, let me pull up the young girl right quick. This really breaks my heart to see such a young girl. You know, probably 18, 19. I'm not for sure how old the girl is, because they said she was a teenager. But this 25-year-old, I tell these young girls all the time, sweetie, go to school, get a career, do something with yourself. You do not have time to be chasing after these dudes, because you will lose your life. Put the body in the car. The mother helped. And now the father, the grandmother, they have to grieve your death. Do you think that God cares? Let me pull this up right quick. Let me pull this up. Wait a minute. Let me go down to something right quick. Do you think this demon cares? Nope. He's going to go to sleep every night in that little cell with a clear conscience, and his mama will too. Yo, y'all be safe out here. And I'm out.